way. Well, I had it picked the wrong way. So, um, yeah, I just wanted to come on here. I haven't seen you in such a long time. I missed you guys greatly. You have no idea. It was like an unofficial kind of return, but I was sitting here and I had really nothing to do, which is wild. So I was like, huh, maybe I can go live, give like some really quick, fresh updates for all signs, and go from there. So, hello, howdy, 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 howdy. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see you guys. I'm hoping in March I should definitely be more active. So yeah, good to see you. So we're gonna go ahead and start. I just want to do like really quick messages, just what you need to hear right now. No specific time frame, just whenever this video finds you, it's for you. I just want to talk to y'all. Like, I miss y'all so, so, so much. You have no idea. Afternoon, yes. I was like, you have no idea how much I miss you. I've just been like on a whirlwind for about the past like 6 months, specifically in the context of years being in a whirlwind. That's another story for another day. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into um, y'all's reading. So let's see who's here. See who we can start, and then I'm just gonna go through it. So whoever's the first sign that I see pop up. Hello, shout out to the 5 people. Thank you for the 2 people who liked. Who pops up first? As far as um, oh, you can do filters on here. Oh, good. Wow, they really like come a long way. Let's try to see. Got it. Okay. All right. I was hoping. If nobody starts, so we're gonna start with Pisces and then just work our way through since we are entering Pisces season soon enough. Happy birthday, Pisces! I myself am a Pisces, so it's good to see you. So yeah, let's go ahead and just hop straight into it. What do Pisces need to hear? Oh my goodness, I'm happy to be back. This is like me tiptoeing. This is me dipping my foot back in before I can really be back. But like yes, Pisces, we're right here. We're gonna start. Happy birthday, Pisces. I'm sorry I'm like shooting this on my bed, so if the camera's wobbly, I apologize in advance. Um, but let's see what the Pisces need to hear right now. February 25th, I'm February 24th. So hey, twin, I was like our birthdays are on the same day in the time zones. So Pisces, what do you need to hear right now? Okay. So this is very interesting. I did not come into this reading with anything specific. Like I said, I just wanted to know. I wanted it to be like, what do you hear right now? So it's very interesting about what just came out for Pisces. This is definitely romantic. Definitely has to deal with like connections or just if it's not romantic, I feel like it's romantic for sure. I feel like it's romantic for sure. Look at that, the Ace of Cups. But this can also deal with people that you love or people that you've interacted with. If it's not specifically romantic, these are people that you just have loving feelings for. But for a lot of you, it is going to be romantic. I really feel like Spirit is telling you that keep your options open. If you're hung up on somebody, King of Cups, I'm getting um, Scorpio, Cancer, fellow Pisces. I'm getting Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So there's something here that's just like Spirit wants you to cut through it. Leave your options open. I really feel like somebody is trying to come towards you and give you some sort of apology, or they're trying to appeal to your empathetic side. And manipulative is a big word. I don't just throw that word out there because manipulative makes it seem like somebody went into their layer and then was just like, how am I gonna mess with Pisces today? I don't feel like that's necessarily the case. I just feel like this person is naturally just kind of like, how can I get this to work in my favor? Like everybody. But Spirit is telling you that somebody wants something from you, and Spirit's actually recommending that you block it here, and that you use your discernment. I feel like Spirit really cannot express to you enough to keep your options open. There's going to be something that comes towards you with. There's going to be somebody or something that comes towards you with a romantic offer, or like I said, a relationship that's appealing to you to stay with them because to appeal to like the emotional side. But Spirit is telling you that it's time to embody the Queen of Swords energy and cut things off and be discerning towards something. Because if you end up settling or you end up committing yourself to this, there's going to be something else that comes regardless. So now you just got yourself into a stickier situation. So don't limit yourself. Um, there any more information? That's really interesting and quite specific, Pisces. So I hope that resonates. But this feels more predictive. Yeah, spirit is. I just heard, baby, you can do it. Take your time, do it right. So like, take your time. Um, don't rush into any decisions right now, even if people are coming towards you and it seems really tempting to do it. A lot of people, a lot of energy spirit saying that you're gonna leave this offer in the dust. That's really crazy, Pisces. Anything else that Pisces needs to go? Yeah, it's time for a new start. It's coming out pretty straight. I'm sorry if you hear that noise. My cat is in a box. Bubbles. It's not gonna work. I don't know what he's doing. Cats in boxes or something else. Okay. So any last words for Pisces? Any parting words? Like this is super short, but honestly, I would just be repeating myself if I had it. Spirit is so clear. More of the story: Pisces, somebody coming towards you, they have an offer. It's an apology. Spirit is saying you can take it, but walk away. I really wish that I could show you guys. He's very much stuck, and he's out the box. Soon enough, I'll be able to escape. It is exactly. You're going to be able to escape. You're going to get out of the situation. Do not stay in whatever position that you're in. If you do, I hate to put it like this and be so blunt, but it's like if you end up staying in the position that you're in, you end up staying in the space that you're in, and this isn't to you specifically, this is just a Pisces in general. Spirit is giving you an opportunity to leave it behind. If you choose to stay, then that's your choice, you know. But this is like one of those things with Pisces, you're getting a clear out to start over, to have a new beginning, to have a fresh start, and go get what you ultimately want, your own wish fulfillment. So that's really beautiful, Pisces. So don't take the first thing that comes towards you. Is really what I can say. Like, don't take the first sweet talk or sweet talker that comes towards you, or the first I need you and tears and all the other stuff. Go, Queen of Swords. Go. You know, Queen of Swords. So very interesting. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna go through it. The zodiac. So now let's see what Aries is. And please keep in mind, guys, I do subscribe to Vedic astrology, so I suggest watching for your Western sun sign and most likely your Vedic moon sign if you know that. Okay, um, both of them should resonate. Both of them should resonate. Okay, so now we're moving on to Aries energy, and then you can always watch for your Venus for either. Thank you for confirmation. Yes, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Yes, 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 yes. And you're welcome for the confirmations. I know us Pisces have been going through it. Oh wow, Aries, that was a lot that came out. I'm not gonna take it all. I'm only gonna take some, but very chatty energy for Aries is really what I'm getting. So there's something Aries about your past. I'm hearing like haunted. You're haunted by something in your past. You're haunted by certain feelings. You're haunted by certain situations. Um, through your sword, certain heartbreaks are like following you around. I feel like you're spending a lot of time in your head thinking about past lovers, past people. I'm specifically getting, could be a Cancer if it's a water sign. I'm specifically hearing Cancer, but I have the King of Pentacles here, so this is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or you know what, Aries? This could also be somebody stressing over you. This could be a coworker, or this was somebody who didn't put in that work, but you are heavily on somebody's mind. It's funny, yeah, and this is like a secret admirer. I don't know if you would think that this person would be as invested in you as they are, the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so it's funny. I'm also getting energy. It's like you could be stressed over somebody, like you're stressed over somebody else, and then there's somebody else who you're not thinking about is stressed about you. So it's kind of like this ping pong energy, which is super, super kind of like super Degrassi high. You know, it feels very high school and middle school. But and this could be somebody from your past that you've known from that long, and that's not to um, be derogatory towards the experience. Not at all. It's just funny that this is very. She likes me, but I like him, and I like him, but he likes her. You know, it feels like that. Um, I feel like this person's going to reveal itself. You might not know who this person is. With this Ten of Swords here, I think that there's an ending, or there's coming to an ending. You're not going to be stressed over this person anymore, or you're cutting this person off. But somebody is definitely into you, Aries, and they are thinking about you. They are having sleepless nights, trying to figure out what is going on. They wonder if it's over. I just heard Dolce. It's not over. Gonna do it right this time around. Um, Look, they want to communicate with you. The Ace of Swords. I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. I don't know why he's particularly going buck wild right now, but yeah. You've waited a long time for this, Aries, which is really funny because Aries aren't known for waiting. But you waited a very long time for this. You've waited a very, 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 very long time. You've invested. I also feel like there's energy here about money or reunion or somebody, Aries, somebody is going to get approved for a home or being approved for moving. Like you're going to be able to get something, is kind of what I'm hearing. So congratulations, Aries, on that. Something is going to be cleared for you, the Four of Swords. So I'm seeing double fours. But long story short, more of the story is, Aries, what you need to hear right now, somebody is very much stressed about you. If you're stressed about a person, you're going to get the clarity that you need. There's certainly a hard stop to a cycle, and you're going to be receiving something or receiving approval for something that you've been waiting a long time for when it comes to your finances. So I just see a lot of clarity, things clearing up, the Ace of Swords. I'm getting the Ace of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. There are going to be secrets that are revealed, that are brought to light, Aries. I'm also seeing strong sevens. So I see 7-7. You have 7-7 and 44. So those numbers could be significant to you. 44 is just, there's also, Aries, a message of keep to yourself and work on what you can work on. Don't try to overindulge right now. Yeah, Spirit's showing me the King of Pentacles again. Okay, but somebody's certainly heartbroken over you. They're nervous if you moved on from them. Um, they're spending a lot of sleepless nights thinking about you. So that's pretty interesting. Aries, like I said, I came in here not knowing exactly what I was going to talk about, just what you need to hear. So apparently you need to hear that. So let's go ahead and move into Taurus energy now. See what is going on for our Taurus. So funny, these cards are flipped, but I'm not going to take them because I don't know when I flipped over. Um, a lot of this energy dealing with the past. This is so interesting. The Six of Cups, King of Pentacles again, the Ace of Cups. Wow. So Taurus, really strong soulmate energy. And I don't feel like you see that this is coming. What are these last two cards? Yeah. So there's a reunion here. This is clearly somebody from your past who is wanting to reach out with an offer. This is crazy. I'm shuffling the cards. I'm not repeating the cards, and very similar energies are coming out. So I just feel like there's a return, or there's a closing of cycles from all those all those strings that were left un things are going to be tied up. Like I'm seeing dangly string. And I just feel like things are going to start being tied up across the board, especially with these first three signs. But Taurus, it looks like yours seems to be on a very positive thing. It looks like there's somebody here. I'm hearing Mary J. Blige, 7 Days. I was searching for someone but never looked right in front of my eyes, and there you were to my surprise. So there's somebody who's around you who you've been friendly with or that you haven't spoken to in a long time who is coming back around, and they are a soulmate. And I do see a potential for a long-term connection or relationship. There does seem to be a little catch. I am seeing the Seven of Swords to the Three of Cups, so something is telling me that there could be a third-party situation. But I want to look into what that is. The Six of Pentacles. This person's attention is divided, but it's because of work. I don't think it's another person, or if it is another person, they're like going through the divorce, or they're like still in the midst of paying alimony, so the resources are split, but emotionally they're invested in you. But either way, I do see a lot of success. The Six of Wands here. I just see success. I see things coming towards you. I see things happening quickly for you, Taurus. So I guess Spirit is saying keep an open mind. This person, I'm seeing the card, this person might differ from your usual type. So this might involve somebody where you're like, I'm never going to deal with somebody with kids. I'm never going to deal with somebody who's um, been married and divorced twice. I'm never going to deal with somebody. I feel like Spirit is asking you to be a little flexible on something that you're super rigid on, because there could be success. I do feel like you're going to be moving forward. Wow, you got triple sixes. So what I'm also getting here too, 666 is also about balance. Some people are like, yes, the devil. But I'm not getting that energy here. What I'm getting for you is to, oh wow, you got all the sixes. I didn't even see that. So look at that. You got 6666. So this is about balance to harmony. I'm hearing music. Music could be playing a very important part to you. Some of you guys could be going to a concert. I highly suggest you go. Specifically, yeah, I'm getting that some of you, there's a dream concert that you want to go to. It could be Beyonce. Ha 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 ha. You should go. You should plan to go. Um, but for others of you, I am hearing that Spirit wants you to take a look at the relationships that are surrounding you right now. Take a look at your friendships. There could be people in your friendship group or circle that are not being honest, that are not being fair to you. So just keep in mind as you're moving through that to go ahead and look out and check out um, the relationships that are around you at this time, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you, Taurus. So pretty interesting. A lot of different things happening, but keep an eye out for your friends. Every time I see sixes, a lot of sixes, that to me is definitely a sign to look at your relationships. But you feel free to look at it, look that message up yourself. Um, so now we're going to move into Geminis. What is going on with our Geminis? Got the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. All right, so Gemini, they're fearful about a new beginning. So there's definitely going to be some information that is coming towards you, and it feels like it's heaven sent. Um, things might. Don't worry about rejection. Is what I'm hearing specifically. Do not be worried about rejection. There's information that you've been waiting for is going to come in. So I'm hearing within the next week, there's just going to be a lot of information that's coming towards you. And Spirit wants you to keep a lookout. Some of it will be good, some of it will be a little disappointing, but just understand, like, if you got rejected for something, if something was postponed, it is for the better, because you are going to come out on top and you are going to be victorious. I also feel like Spirit is telling you to monitor your finances. Do not overspend right now. Make sure that you're keeping your finances in check, because it might behoove you to save up, because I do see a trip coming for you in the future. But I also get, mainly, there is going to be some communication, some important communication that's coming in with somebody who you might have blocked. So if you block somebody, they're going to end up working their way around, and they're going to be able to contact you, is what I'm hearing. So yeah, the Seven of Wands. So there is something here about information being blocked. You could be blocked from something, but it's okay. In time, you will see that it was for the best. Um, and again, just monitor your finances, because I do see a trip coming up. You're getting sevens. It's so funny. Saw sixes. Now you have double sevens. 77. So there is going to be more money down the line. So just make sure that you're being smart and resourceful with your finances. So Gemini, I feel like Spirit wants you, what you need to hear right now is to take it easy. Don't overinvest anything right now. Don't drive yourself crazy trying to figure things out, or trying to problem solve, or going over and beyond what you can do right now. Just go ahead and keep yourself in check. Relax. Don't overthink. Don't overspend. And is what you need to hear right now, because in a few months things are going to be a lot better. But keep your lines of communication open for other things. But somebody that you have blocked and don't want to communicate with, they are going to reach out to you. So there's a lot to unpack here. So you're just going to be there's a lot of communication coming in. More of the story, Gemini, there's a lot of communication coming in. So just be prepared and be aware of that. Some good, some not as good as you would like it, but it is all for your benefit, and it's all going to work out in the end. So just hold your horses, is what I'm hearing. So we are going to move from Gemini into Cancer. So let's see what's going on in our Cancers. Wow, Cancer, really positive energies. Yay, Cancer. So I see you having a new beginning, a fresh start, a fresh perspective. You've gained hope, and you're seeing clarity on the horizon with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords here. I feel like you, Cancer, are just like, you know what is making you happy, and you're not going to stop until you are satisfied with what it is that makes you happy. The King of Wands, you are definitely taking control of yourself. Others of you have met a Leo or Sagittarius or an Aries themselves. This could be in work. Some of you guys could easily be getting a promotion, or getting recognized for work, or just being recognized from your thought. This would also be a good time, Cancer, if you were thinking about putting yourself in the spotlight, the Fool card, to take that risk, go somewhere new. Some of you guys could be traveling, but some of you could be putting yourself online and garnering a lot of attention. So this is really positive, Cancer. I just see you taking a leap of faith. You've waited. Now, you waited long enough, is what I'm hearing. Now is the time to start acting, the Nine of Pentacles, because this is going to be the best time. For some of you guys, it could also deal with your businesses. Excuse me, there could be business partnerships that come in, the Two of Cups here, that really bring things together for you. But don't hesitate. Don't hesitate for this opportunity for expansion. Yeah, we got the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords. They literally, Queen of Swords flew out on top of the King of Wands. I meant King of Wands, sorry. the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. The Queen of Wands flew out on the King of Wands. So there certainly is a partnership that could be coming into alignment. And I think that it's going to make you feel emotionally secure. For some of you guys, I really feel like this could be business. It does not have to be romantic. This is something that you don't necessarily see coming. I'm warning you about it. And so when this person shows up, they might look different. They might not be what you originally expected, but they are definitely in it for you. So that's a beautiful energy that you are going to be meeting. So I do feel like Spirit is telling you, Cancer, no longer be stagnant. Don't sit there. This is the time to act. This is the time to set things in motion for you to get the ball rolling. Again, this can involve physically relocating or just expanding yourself or putting yourself out there. So however this means to you, it's so funny, God is showing me this card, which came up in the last reading, but the Six of Wands. So you're going to be garnering a lot of attention. Don't worry about it. Don't psych yourself out. Just do and listen to the calling is what I'm hearing. Because at the end of it, Cancer is the Nine of Pentacles, which is absolutely self-fulfillment, and being able to take care of yourself. And also, if you're trying to have your own business or have a social media presence, you will be able to make money from those experiences. Okay, so that's what I got for Cancer. So let's go ahead and move into Leo. Five of Cups. Okay, Leo. I just heard the ego might be a little bruised or was bruised. We'll see how this plays ultimately. Yeah, your comeback game is strong is what I'm hearing, Leo. Your comeback game is strong. You were feeling down in the dumps, but you were coming back stronger than ever. There could be some mismatching with the finances. Like you could feel like you're on top of the world, but that bank account was like, you need to calm down. Caitlin, this is time. Yes, hello. Um, but I really feel like there's so much success. Look at this, the strength card. We have the Leo card here. So Leo, I really appreciate this. There's something here that there was confusion. Yeah, again, you started off in a sense, Leo Moon. Congratulations, girl. Things are really looking up. Um, you started off really disappointed about something, but I feel like in the traditional Five of Cups, there's three cups that are knocked over, but there's two cups that are standing upright. I feel like you absolutely are seeing the two cups upright now, and you're realizing how much potential there is on the other side. I feel like in the past you've been, you know, misunderstanding of your intuition, kind of listening to it, kind of not, going back and forth. I feel like you're going to actually have the courage, right? The courage and the bravery to take that risk and listen to your intuition wholeheartedly, even if the finances aren't backed up. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, you know, so take it with a grain of salt. But I just feel like the resources are going to start meeting you. You're going to get some real wow. You're going to get some real clarity. I did not see this. I did not see it at all. You're going to get some real clarity when it comes to this confusion. I just heard declutter. You're decluttering things. Some of you I just heard too. You were dealing with somebody romantically or a friendship or a family member, and you held on to their stuff. You held on to their jacket. You held on to, you know, things that they gave you. You're getting rid of it. You literally got rid of it, and you are ridding yourself of it. You put it in the trash can, and it is decluttering your house. So I feel like the world, for some of you guys, if you are aspiring towards um, fame, riches, it kind of comes off with the Cancer reading, right? If you're aspiring towards those things, yes, decluttering, good job. It's gonna make you feel so much lighter. But if you're aspiring towards world recognition or just recognition within what it is that you do, that is on the horizon. Things are going to be made clear. If you felt in the past you've been overshadowed, or people haven't understood you and what you've been doing and what you've been representing, also with the world card, kind of Aquarius energy, outcast, I'm also getting that like that you're closing that chapter. You are so in the process of hitting the Ten of Pentacles and taking that leap of faith. So Leo, congratulations. You know, all I can say is truly trust your intuition because it is leading you in the right direction. You're going to be so happy with where things end up. I do feel like there's a surprise in store. I don't feel like that Tower card is scary. Hold on, sorry. My little Leo popping up. Miss Penelope. That's a Leo, and she came around. She wasn't even in here, so it's so funny that she popped up during the Leo reading. Where do you think you're about to go, Penelope? Um, yeah, things are going to work out in your favor. Things are just going to work out in your favor. So congratulations. There's going to be balance. There's, I just heard, you know, sophistication. So you're going to be looking very sophisticated. So yeah, leave those things behind and kind of move on, Leo. Congratulations is what I'm hearing. Okay. So let's move into Virgo. Hey, Virgos out there. Virgos usually are like my top people, so I miss y'all greatly. If you are here, let's see what's going on. So Virgos, we got the Six of Swords. Wow, I feel like, yeah, Virgo, you could be struggling with this. You could be struggling with this energy, not because it's bad, but just because you are definitely moving into the unknown. You can't really see what's in front of you, and it's so funny. This Joker card came out, and I got that it's not black and white. The thing that you want to be black and white, it's not so black and white. So the Five of Wands, you could be fighting the direction that you're moving because you don't see it clearly, and Spirit is asking you to move by faith and not by sight, and that is very difficult. But things are changing the wheel of fortune. It is going to work out ultimately in your favor. And I'm hearing the Three of Cups. I feel like a lot of you Virgos need to be more social. You need to have a reunion. Some of you could be reuniting with old friends. But I just imagine that there's a need for you to break out. There's a need for you to talk to other people and just get out of your own energy. You're spending too much time by yourself. I know that that sounds crazy because Virgos tend to be introverts or consider themselves to be introverts, but I argue that you do need people. When you're sitting in your own brain, ruminating over things of the past, present, future, trying to problem solve, and you're not distracting yourself with laughter and other people, that could be difficult. And I want to say this too. This is very specific. I feel like some of you have still been very fearful about COVID and kind of still social distancing and still putting yourself. Because Virgos are extremely health conscious. You know, the natural ruler of the sixth house, which is health. So this makes complete sense that you would be more cautious than the average bear when it comes to COVID and kind of re-entering life. But I do feel like if you can and you're comfortable and you're healthy, it is time for you to start re-entering life, Virgo. There's so much more than your thoughts. I hate to be harsh. I don't know why this is coming out so harsh, Virgo. But I feel like there's a way, there's a thing where it's like you might think you know everything or that you solved everything or that you know how certain things are going to go, so you don't want to bother kind of dealing with it. But I'm hearing Spirit say you got to humble yourself a little bit. You don't know how things are going to turn out. You don't know what's next. You don't know. And that's why you're venturing into the unknown with the moon card. Sure, you have your intuition. Sure, you could be right 99% of the time. But that 1% of the time that you are not is what is kind of what you're waiting for. So I feel like a lot of you are doing yourself a disservice by keeping yourself so clamped up and keeping yourself so isolated. So if you have opportunities to move forward, if you have opportunities to speak and to go out and to communicate with other people, please do that because it's going to open you up. You need to laugh. Right now, you just put yourself in a position where you're just fighting yourself, and that's not fair to you, and it's not fair to your mind. You're just going over and over and over in circles, and it's very lopsided, is what I just heard. Your energy is extremely lopsided, so it's time for you to connect with people to balance it out. The Three of Pentacles. This can also be with work. You could be in a situation too where, like, you know, you're usually the worker bee, so you've been working, and you're not delegating. What difference does it make if you have all the answers if you don't have? There's only 24 hours in a day. You can't be Mr. I got an image of an octopus, but you know, even if you have 8 arms, you still don't have 10. You know, so I do think that you need to reach out to people. I do think that you need to not try to shoulder everything yourself. And I hate to say it. I hate to say it like this, but this is what I'm hearing. Spirit is saying it's definitely an ego thing. This is not a world against you. This is a you think that you know better than Spirit at this point. And Spirit is trying to tell you you're stressing yourself out unnecessarily because you're not asking and receiving help. So just be mindful of that, Virgo. I was a little harsh. I apologize, but I just see you. You don't have to be as freaked out and stressed out as you are, right? You can have a good time. So Spirit is telling you to get out and also communicate your needs, okay? Um, Communicate. But I do see two cards here. You have the Six of Swords, the Eight of Wands, both indicating a level of travel. So some of you guys could be traveling, you could be moving forward, you could take a risk. You know, you could be invited to a random trip with a friend that you weren't expecting to go on. I would highly suggest that you go and be in a positive mindset as you're there so you can have a good time. So Virgo, this is all about expansion. You got two threes, so your number is three. Expansion, creativity, putting yourself out there, meeting new people, and connectivity. Teamwork is your best friend. Okay, is what I'm doing, Virgo. So sorry that's a little harsh, but I think that it'll behoove you to follow Spirit's guidance as you're stepping into the unknown. You don't know everything, and that's a good thing. Okay. All right. So let's move. into Libras. Libras, 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 Libras. The Ten of Wands, the Lovers, the Five of Pentacles. I'm hearing you are holding on to something, someone, some situation so tightly, and it's left you high and dry. But there are, look at this, the Hermit to the Sun card. So you're kind of getting the opposite of what Virgo got, which is really, really funny. Libra, I am hearing that like you've held on to something, you've held on to somebody for so long, and they've miscommunicated their feelings, you've miscommunicated your feelings, but you were trying to insert it, you wanted to be in this partnership so bad, and it has just not worked out. So Spirit is saying that there is more on the other side. Learn the lesson, is what I'm hearing. Learn the lesson that Spirit was trying to give to you, because there is a level of enlightenment. And I do feel like what you're going to see, Libra, is that you have been a light the entire time. You put yourself, it's like you try to put the sun in this little container right here. And this could be somebody, I'm also hearing too, this is really crazy to hear, but I'm also hearing, Libra, that you could be wanting to be with somebody who, how do I say this without sounding like an asshole, who just shines so brightly. And this is such a difficult thing to say, because it's not like this person is better than you. It's not like this person is too good for you. It's just that this person is too on the move for a steady connection. It almost feels like if you fell in love with like a rock star, like that's so random. It's like if you fell in love with a rock star and now their album is popping off and they're about to tour the world, and you want them to stay with you because you love them, but you know that they love music and they have to travel. If you've seen La La Land, kind of what I'm getting. And so I feel like Spirit is telling you might have to release somebody or release something that you don't want to, because their calling is just more than a one-on-one relationship at this point in time. It's not that you're not good enough. It's just that they're working. There are other aspects, and I'm specifically drawn to the Five of Pentacles. Um, this could be a better example. Would also be like somebody in the military, right? Where it's just like you love them, and of course they're great, and whatever. But their duty to the country, they have to leave. They're going to be deported or whatever, so they have to leave. They have to go. They cannot just give to the relationship. They have other responsibilities elsewhere. And you know that this person is a soulmate. It's very difficult. I'm very sad to deliver this message because it's not you. I can't express that enough, Libra. It really is not you. It's just a situation that is happening. Um, yeah, that this person is not able to be one on one with you right now. Maybe in the great by and by they'll come back. If you love something, let it free is kind of what I'm getting, especially with the Sun to the Knight of Cups. You could definitely let it free, but be careful about how you're going about this, because I feel like you might, Libra, be feeling like this person that you're dealing with is like doing this on purpose to hurt you. Like they're doing it to spite you. Like like they don't, they, it's personal, but it's really not personal. So if you can save and salvage the relationship, it will be by you being understanding where this person is coming from and not trying to win it defensively. Because there is potential for you guys to come back together, depending on how you let this be. Um they just have work kind of elsewhere is what I'm hearing. Like they have other things to do, they have other obligations, and they cannot be in a one-on-one relation or connection right now, no matter how much they like you and no matter how much you want to keep them by you. It's just not the right time. So that was a very specific message, Libra. That might only be for one person, but that is what you need to hear right now. I'm going to shuffle the deck again. And like, yeah, I actually like mixed up these cards, and I've liked having access to both cards of the regular arcana and major arcana. So, but it just makes it a little tad bit harder to shuffle because I have little hands. So it's just it takes me a little bit longer to shuffle, but I like the readings that I've gotten since I combined these two decks. Um, so away from Libra, now we are moving on to Scorpio. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio. Oh my gosh, the Ten of Swords just keeps wanting to to pop out. So definitely endings, which is characteristic of Scorpios. I think that was the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords. Yep, the Three of Swords. Something is not working out. Quite frankly, something is ending. Something is not going to work out the way that you want it to. You could be in a space, Scorpio, where you've been very stagnant. And now it's time for you to move on and move past it. I'm seeing double eights. Wow, you're getting all these. It's interesting to see how the cards are coming out. Okay. Almost done. I feel like Spirit's like, okay. That's so funny. Alright. So endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings, endings and beginnings, because the ending that you have is the Ten of Cups to the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like Scorpio, there's been a lot of difficulties. I'm also getting 8th house. I don't know if you guys know your house placements, but if you have heavy 8th house placements, you might be interested in the Scorpio reading. Because I feel like your finances have just not been kind to you. You've been trying to get out of a pattern, the Six of Cups to the Two of Wands. You've been trying to see past something. The Spirit, again, is asking you to leave something behind, leave something in the dust. When the Swords came out, I knew it was going to. You've been trying the entire time. To the Five of Cups. This is very disappointing. But you need to release, you need to let something go, Scorpio. This reading can be very quick. Because the moral of the story is you've been holding on to something. It's kind of similar to Libra, but in a different way. Because I feel like you know that this isn't personal. You know that this thing isn't for you. But, the Scorpio is a fixed energy, so it's stubborn. So it's just like you are trying to hold on to something for dear life. And Spirit is saying the moment that you let that go, there is happiness on the other side. You will actually be able to have the finances and resources that you're trying to secure. For some of you guys, this could be a job that you're in right now. It is definitely time for you to leave. It is definitely time for you to move on, but you're comfortable there. You've been working there. Perhaps these people were doing you dirty the entire time, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I got to prove a point, so I need to stay here. Whatever the case scenario may be, whatever the storyline may be, Spirit is saying walk away from it. It's over. It's done. There's happiness on the other side. This could be a relationship. This could be a person. There is no need for you to stay in space that is no longer serving you, Scorpio. At this point, it's just out of spite and stubbornness. I hate to be so freaking... If you're a Virgo, Scorpio, I'm sorry. Because this has been really, violent. Y'all two are probably the ones that I had to come to for the most. But I really feel like Spirit is just trying to say it is time for you to let something go. As disappointing as it is, you are not meant to just sit there in it anymore. It's over. It's done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to be so harsh, but it is. It's over and it's done. And walk away from it because there's so much more. There's happy news on the other side. Spirit has other things that you're supposed to do and other things that you're supposed to pursue. If you're just sitting in one space, then you're not really growing. Yeah. It's time for you to put up and put out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not gonna keep harboring that, Scorpio, but that is really what I'm getting. But again, it ends on a really positive note. It's gonna come to the Ace of Pentacles. So you are headed towards long-term stability, and there's going to be an opportunity. You're going to look at this opportunity. There's going to be an opportunity for you to invest in something that really makes you happy, but you're not going to be able to have your cake and eat it too. Five of Pentacles, you're going to have to let something go. Point blank period. Alright, so now let's move into Scorpio, Sagittarius. Almost done, wow. So what is going on for our Sagittarius people? Ace of Swords. I love this. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords. The Sun card. Okay. Okay. So Sagittarius, I feel like you have been cutting yourself off. You've also been like Virgo in behind your own wall, and it's time for you to reintegrate into society, reintegrate into partnerships, things that you love. It is time for you to surround yourself with people. You've been on your own for too long. I feel like there are things that are happening behind the scenes that you're not seeing because you're trying to again just control and keep what you know, and Spirit is telling you it's time to strategically walk away from that. There is light over the horizon. There is sunshine on a I got sunshine on a cloudy day. That's what I'm hearing. So I do feel like there has been a tough time, but the sun is coming out, and the sun will come out tomorrow. Little Orphan Annie, perhaps you're feeling like Little Orphan Annie. You feel like people have been doing you dirty. You feel like you haven't been able to, make ends meet, or you've been pinched up against the wall. but it's your time to shine. The thing that you can do is, move forward, and reintegrate yourself into society, into things, into partnerships. The Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. This is all about being social. It's time for you to get out of the space of being in your own head, which is really interesting because Sagittarius are so naturally social and like really social butterflies and love talking, love hanging out, love spending time with people. So if you've been out of that, it's time for you to get back in it because you do get a lot of energy from other people. Seeing the Seven Wands, I'm seeing the Seven Wands just tried to come out. And, there could be somebody waiting for you. There also could be an opportunity for you to meet somebody too, Sagittarius, if that is something that you're wanting to do. Um, I do feel like somebody wants to communicate with you. I feel like I'm getting a pimple. Right. But Six of Wands, it is time for you to go out. It's time for you to do your thing, do your thing, do your thing, because you are receiving a lot of attention, um, which is really important. So yeah, I just want to see more cards. The Nine of Wands, the Justice card, and the Two of Cups. So these are going to start coming together, but it's time for you to spend time with other people. This could certainly be incoming for marriage or legal contracts, legal bindings, something like that. I do feel like it's more on the positive end. But in order for you to meet people, you gotta be out. It's gonna be nice. It's time to go back outside. Sorry if you're in a space where it's winter. That sucks. I'm in a place where it's winter and it sucks going out, but if you want to meet people, you have to go out, right? So that is what I'm going for Sagittarius. Now we're moving into Capricorn. Capricorn, I feel like you're about to come into some money. Oh my gosh, yes. Capricorn, you are about to come into some money. The Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. But the catch is you are meant to keep this money to yourself. It is a need to know basis. I really feel like this is a nice lump sum of money. If you guys play the lottery, it might not be like the big bang, but it could be 5, 10, 25 grand. If you're a gambler or something, please don't throw all your money away. But I do feel like you could walk out with a big winning. The spirit is telling you very clearly not to tell everybody about your winnings. Keep this to yourself. This is something that you, although it is like a jackpot energy, this is something that you manifested. It's something that you worked for. And spirit wants you to hold on to these finances. Please, when you get into this finances, when you get paid, the spirit wants you to automatically put them together. But I do put them in savings, like save a portion of it, spend a portion of it, but save a significant portion of it because I feel like maybe perhaps you felt like your savings have been depleted in the past, and so this is spirit saying thank you for being so kind, thank you for giving, thank you for paying for this, for paying for that. Now this is for you, but it's time for you to keep it to yourself. So this is really a thank you from spirit. This is not something random, especially if it is a nice lottery winning or you hit the jackpot or something at the local casino if you're in a state that allows that. This is for you. It's a thank you from the universe. This is something that you manifested and it's absolutely yours, and spirit wants you to treat it as such. This is not something that's meant to be given away. The moment that you tell other people that you have this winning, they're going to start asking for money, and that's not what you want. So be discerning about who you're telling. If you want to give to people, sure, absolutely, but make sure that your bank account is filled up first and foremost, Capricorn. But this is a congratulations to you. Yes, you absolutely have money coming in. You absolutely have big money coming in. So it could be a really good job, something secure, but I really feel like it's a nice lump sum, could be a bonus of some sort. So yeah, congratulations, Capricorn. I mean, you can give me some money. I already am, so you can give me some money. I'm just kidding, sort of. Um, but let's go ahead and move into Aquarius. Yeah, right? Yeah, that's it. Wow. So funny. This was quick. But, I just wanted to come in, pop in, say hi. This is not the official, comeback. I bought so much stuff for the channel. You have no idea. I have not been able to use it because I've just been out. I'm not even in my hometown anymore. I've been transplanted. I've been traveling. I've just been all over the place. So, yeah. But I'm excited to come back. I really am excited to come back and get back into the groove, get into the groove of things. All right. So, last but not least, let's see what is going on for our Aquarius. Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like Aquarius, you've been very strong. This is very interesting. You've been very strong about something or connection or about a dream, a wish fulfillment, and it's just been put you've been very patient. I'm seeing the number fours for you. You're getting a lot of fours. You've been very patient and sitting, waiting for it to come out. And now is the time for you to break out of it. I feel like for some of you guys, you've been held back specifically from your or by your. Wow, we got four again. So we got triple fours. Um, I feel like some of you have been held back by either your parental beliefs, your religious beliefs, or just like your family in general. Excuse me, now's the time for you to leave and break out. Oh my gosh, the Seven of Wands to the Joker. And I want to say that this has not been easy. Perhaps this is something that you've already been planning to do and you just haven't been able to do it yet. So funny, full circle. Every sign has one to the other. And it's like Aquarius, Pisces, y'all are very, very similar. It is absolutely time for you to kind of go pursue your own journey, um, and not to be held, held back. Don't think about it. I just said, don't think about it too much, too much, too much, too much. Don't think about it too much. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to problem solve. Right now, it's very kind of impulsive energy that I'm getting. It's just like you're meant to go pursue this thing that you've been wanting to do. You're meant to pursue this dream. You're meant to put this invention, put this song, put this, I don't even know, whatever you created, right? Whatever applies to you. You have to put it out in the forefront, and it's going to really change your life. So you've been held back. This is such good. You've been held back by things from your past, family traditions, religion, things that told you no. But you are a natural rebel. So it's time for you to rebel. It's time for you to rebel and break out of the matrix and for you to pursue your own dreams. The more that you think about it, the harder that it is going to, the more challenging that it is going to be for you to do it. So Spirit is saying don't fight. Don't let people's opinions with the Five of Wands stop you. And there is going to be a little bit of a fight for you to get out, but I just feel like you're going to handle it. If as long as you don't think about it and you just pursue, follow your intuition. Okay. So that is what I'm getting, Aquarius. Very short, sweet, quick to the spot. Yeah. So don't hesitate for a second. Don't hesitate for a second. This is your time to shine. Don't over confuse yourself about what you want to. You know, some of you might be like, oh, I really don't know what I want. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. You know what you want. Look at this. Aquarius, don't stress yourself out. That's what you need to hear. Do not stress yourself out. The moment that you start overthinking is the moment that you lose. I'm specifically hearing for Aquarius moon. If you're an Aquarius moon, Vedic astrology in particular, then you are meant to be revolutionary. You're meant to be unorthodox. You're meant to shake things up. And so you just have to do it. The more that you think about it and plot about it, you're only sabotaging yourself. So the quicker that you get on that hustle, yes, there's gonna be some haters. Yes, there's gonna be some people who are like, I have an opinion. Let them speak. Let them do. Let them say what they're gonna say. But at the end of the day, you're a revolutionary. You're going to be more than rewarded for this thing that you're putting out into the world. But most importantly, you are going to be fulfilled emotionally, and you're going to be happy and proud of yourself. So do not for a second think that it's not worth it. And Spirit is saying this is going to bring in money. We have the Queen of Pentacles to the Magician card. So this is also going to bring in money and long-term finances. This is something that you manifested for yourself. So you'll be emotionally fulfilled, financially fulfilled, and that, what more could you want, right? Aquarius, what more could you want? So leave the past behind, forget all the things and the haters and the people that told you that you couldn't. Your family is being a blockage right now. Keep it pushing, keep it moving, and you are going to be so content with yourself at the end of this, okay? So that is what I got for all of you signs. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for just, hanging in there with me. I'm happy to see you. I hope that this reading resonates with y'all. And I am going to be back sooner rather than later. Hopefully things are slowing down in my life, to where I can commit to, doing like long form videos. Oh, I hope that the mic wasn't crazy the whole time. Man, I'm so sorry about that. Nobody said anything, so I apologize if the mic is crazy. The people who were here heard me. So I apologize if the mic is really wild. Hopefully your thing is good. But without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you all now. Mwah, peace until next time.